Hey, I want to welcome you to our daily devotion, and today we're going to talk about being a man of God or a woman of God. And God wants to give you victory if you will trust Him. So let's go right now to our devotion. Paul wrote a letter to Timothy, and when he wrote that letter, he referred to him as a man of God. I don't know about you. I want to be a man of God. Do you want to be a woman of God, a man of God? Do you want to be someone who really is used of God? Well, he gives instructions and he tells young Timothy, he says, oh man of God, he says, I want you to flee this and I want you to pursue this. Now, what was it that he was talking to them about fleeing and pursuing? Well, he told them to flee the love of money, because the love of money was the root of all kinds of evil. Now, let me just be clear. Money is not evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all kinds of evil. When you begin to love money rather than loving God, then you're in deep trouble. And you know, I've seen a lot of people who know the Lord, who love the Lord, who walk with the Lord, and have gotten off the path because they begin to love things more than they love God. They begin to want things, and it's very subtle how it can come upon you. The love of money. So he said, don't pursue that. Don't pursue those things. But he said to young Timothy, he said, I want you to pursue righteousness and godliness and faith and love and gentleness. He told him to pursue those things that came from the fruit of the Spirit, that the Spirit of God worked in him. That's what we're to pursue. You see, in all of our lives, what our pursuit needs to be is becoming like Christ, because Christ is the epitome of all of those things that Paul told Timothy to pursue. And I can tell you right now, my desire is to be like Jesus. I tell you, some of the godliest people I've ever met are people who were elderly, who walked with Jesus for many years, and they pursued these things. They pursued righteousness, they pursued godliness, they pursued peace, they pursued being patient. They pursued, in other words, they went after those things. They said, I want those things in my life. I want to be that man of God. I want to be that woman of God. And if you will pursue the right kinds of things, God will make you His man or woman. And now this is what I've discovered, and I believe this is why Paul was writing this to Timothy, is if you will pursue those things, God will use you. You see, a lot of us pursue, I want to have a big ministry. I want to do big things and great dreams. And by the way, I have those dreams and I have those things that I want to do also. But I know my greatest pursuit must be the pursuit of Christ, the pursuit of becoming like Him. You know what Hebrews says? Hebrews says, pursue peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. What are you pursuing today? Are you pursuing Christ-likeness? I want to be like Jesus. If you pursue that, you will find Him, because He's pursuing you. And He wants you to be like, He wants you to be more Christ-like, more than you want to be more Christ-like. So if you will pursue that Christ-likeness, you will be a man of God. You will be a woman of God. So what are you pursuing today?